I'm going to call us to gather in prayer. So let's take a breath together and exhale. Let our shoulders drop. We just come into the still point within. We breathe in love. We breathe out peace. As we let all the distractions fall away and feel the amazing power and presence of the divine within. And just imagine from the top of our head, flowing through our body, the divine light, touching every cell, bringing comfort, bringing courage, bringing centeredness. And so we create this space in the sanctuary for all those who are coming in to contact the divine within themselves, to be blessed by the power of this love, to be connected in ways that change our lives. We affirm, I am love, I am light, I am peace. And from our beautiful monks, we affirm, today is my peaceful day. So as we gather, we see Spirit at work. We know that Spirit will be whispering to each one of us exactly what it is we need to hear and to know, that we might leave empowered, emboldened, full of love that we spread with each person we meet. And so it is.
Remind you to cut off your cell phone if it's on, or just put it on silent.
I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. So it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you. And so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you. And so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. Oh, I see the grace that's in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. Oh, goodness in you. Her wisdom, strength, joy, light. I see the grace that's in you. Yeah. And so it is. So it is. So it is. So it is. I mean it. I love you. I see it all in you. All right. Let's stand and affirm what we know to be true. God is good and all is well. Yeah, I was sticking to each and every one of you. Hope you took that in. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. I feel God's loving presence everywhere. I am filled with joy profound. In a world where many miracles abound, in the garden of my soul, I am happy. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. Please be seated.
Thank you all. Good morning, Unity. So here we have the people that remembered to change their clocks, right? Welcome to Unity Church of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and it is my joy to serve as the senior minister here and to have each one of you join me as your own ministry in how you show up with love and power and imagination and all that you are sharing here as well. Whether this is your first time or 100th time, either in person or online, we're so grateful for your presence and participation as we share this special time together. We've come here as part of love's divine purpose that calls each of us to celebrate the connection we all share through the holy presence within us and all around us that we call God. And in this spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere. We especially welcome any of you who are here for the first time. If you're in the room, please raise your hand and Bernard will bring you a welcome packet. And we invite you to join us for fellowship coffee following the service. And if you are with us online, we invite you to go to our website, unitybonair.org, to find all the activities that are happening here. And I want to share that our beautiful flower arrangement this morning is here to celebrate Chuck's birthday. So happy birthday, Chuck, and thank you for providing so much beauty for us. And so I have a joke about that happens in a church service this morning. So the minister was speaking, he was talking about forgiveness, he was quoting the Sermon on the Mount, and he felt like people were starting to kind of fade away, so he thought, well, I'll just make it a little more interactive. So he said, well, is there anyone here who has no enemies? And not a hand went up, and then in a little while, in the very back, this very elderly lady put her hand up, and he said, oh, great. Well, would you mind coming up and sharing with us how you've managed to have such a righteous life and be at the place where you have no enemies? So she got up front and she smiled, said, I outlived all of them. All right, so let's create a space for prayer here. So let's take a nice deep breath and let our shoulders drop. One more inhale and release. We just allow ourselves to move within to our heart space. Remembering that in this space is the truth of who we are, the power of love, the shining light of the Christ, the peace that passes understanding. We just let that wash over us, the truth of who we are. Love, light, peace, joy, faith. So we invite our hearts to open. We invite our ears and eyes to open to spiritual truth that is before us today, that is within us today. And we create this space to hold our beloveds in prayer. So we think of all those whose names are in our prayer box, all those whose names are in our e-news. And if you have someone in the circle of your beloved ones that you would like to add, you may share their name either silently or out loud. And we are so grateful that we can hold these dear ones in this light with the sure and certain foundation that we know that they have everything they need to face the circumstances of their lives, that they too are divine beings, that the power of God dwells in the midst of their true identity, that love is ever present with them, walking every step of the way through whatever it is they are facing. We say, thank you, Spirit. We are grateful. And then we continue to expand our reach. And we think of our whole country that has lots of stuff going on. And we hold all our leaders in this light, knowing the truth of their being is the same love. And then we expand out into our world in which There's not just one area that is at war, but many areas. And we hold especially the Middle East right now. We hold parts of our world that are struggling with natural disasters, whether it's drought or too much water or not enough something else. We hold our world in tenderness, knowing that the truth is this is a world of abundance with enough for all. When we think of our planet, we just imagine those images from NASA of our planet in space, the beauty and the oneness of this orb floating around, holding billions of people, all precious expressions of the Divine One. We give thanks for our water, our air, our soil, all these things that support life and bring incredible beauty and calmness to us when we go outside and behold it. And we think of our children. What a blessing they are. We look into those faces and see innocence and joy and pure possibility. And we hold that for every child on our planet, that there is a space for them to be honored and allowed to become all that they were created to be. And as today is International Women's Day, we give thanks for the strength of women here now working and that have created a past where courage showed up, where nurturing showed up, where these divine feminine attributes have been birthing and caring and holding. We give thanks for this energy. And then finally, we think of blessings in our own lives and let a few of those just go across the screen of our mind. Let our vibration rise up in gratitude and appreciation. And we close with our usual prayer of saying, I am grateful 3 times. Please join me. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And so it is. So I thought I would mention a beautiful woman, international woman, that has blessed us and is continuing to be a force in the world this morning. And I picked out Malala. And we know at age 16, she spoke at the United Nations, saying she wanted all children to have access to education. And in 2014, she received the Nobel Peace Prize. She was very verbal in her country and was shot by Taliban and got through that, which didn't shut her down, but only gave her more motivation to be a speaker for having girls be able to have education no matter where they were in the world. And she created the Malala Fund, which is to give every girl opportunity to learn and choose her own future. And now this is a distressing figure. 122 million girls are out of school, whether it's by the regime or the finances or whatever's going on in their part of the country. And the Malala Fund continues to address that. She speaks around the world and continues to lift up the need. And one of her quotes is, when the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. And the voice of a young girl has certainly made a gigantic difference in our world. So we give thanks for her and bless her in the work of her fund and see our girls being able to have an education and to become a contributing presence in our world. All right, let's proclaim what we know to be true here. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the omnipotent good. And then we have our favorite love in action gal here. Mary, will you come up, please?
Good morning. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Okay. So, first of all, I want to just say thank you for all of you who participated in the Love in Action Fair last month. I feel like it was a big success. And I want to thank all the people who participated and all the people who were team leaders and sat at their desks and dispensed all their knowledge to people going by. And, you just catch a certain amount of people on one Sunday. So I'm giving you all an opportunity, those of you who were not here, to stop at the desk in the hallway. There are sign-up sheets, interest sheets. You can just go through it and mark the thing that you're interested in, put your name on there and all your information, and that way we can add you to the list. And I'll do that another time during the year because we only do the fair once a year, and I want to catch all of you, don't you? So thank you for that. And also I want to just remind all the team leaders to be sure and contact the people who signed up for your particular team. That's very important that we follow through with it and make sure that everybody feels included when they have gone to the trouble of putting their John Henry on there, and then they hear back from you. So that it will be a good thing. So I'm expecting a plethora of people to pass by the desk out there. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mary. It's time to sing together. Let's all stand. This is one of our favorite ones to sing from Ricky Byers. I'm choosing heaven today.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, saying I'm choosing joy today. Let's choose compassion. I choose compassion today. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I choose compassion today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now,
Good morning, Unity. Those of you who are like a little sleepy still, we'll try to make this fun and exciting, and we brought Lola up, so that'll help. It's hard to be awake today, but we are celebrating the end of the winter spirit group. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Jody Smith. I'm a former board member. I facilitate the Women of Unity group and the Sunday morning discussions on Zoom about The Universe is Calling. That's on Zoom first and third Sundays. Anyone can come. We just discuss the pieces of the book and read it out loud. It's fun. And I also help with the AV with Deb back there, who so graciously leads us all. So end of winter spirit groups. Raise your hand if you were in a winter spirit group. Ooh, look at you guys, a lot of people. They were so awesome, weren't they? Yeah, so, but they're over now, so. But you're invited to join us during fellowship coffee. We're going to celebrate the spirit group. So please come during fellowship coffee, and we will celebrate the wonderful things. Now, near and dear to my heart, I'm so excited about this. Women of Unity are meeting after that. And we're going to make peace bracelets, kind of like the monks gave out, and we have peace beads even. So if you want to come, anyone can come. You don't have to there's no joining Women of Unity. Just show up. And if you want to help us make these peace bracelets, we're going to pass them out to the congregation. So we need to make enough of them. And the following Sunday, so that'll be hopefully Reverend Patty will bless them too. The other thing going on, so I am a former board member, and it is really, really important that we have a variety of members on the board, diverse members, people representing different groups on the board. So have you ever thought about serving on the board of directors? This is the time of year where we're looking for people interested in serving on the board and kind of helping us to grow as a community, as an organization. If you'd like to know more, where's Jim? Oh, right here. Jim's up front. Stand up a little, raise your hand. Contact Jim or call the office and share your information. The nominating committee would absolutely love to hear from you. Dan he is so wonderful about having movie nights, and those of you who have been to one know how awesome they are. So this coming Friday is movie night. So join us in New Rock Hall, and Dan will have a great movie followed by engaging conversation. It starts at 7 p.m., and then we also have a claim your name, which is so funny to me. You have to claim your name. But you do. It's underway. Don't forget to check the name tag holder. If you have a name there, let them know. And if you don't let them know, if it's wrong or spelled wrong or something, you need to let them know. You only have to check in once at the end of the month, and we'll be removing all the unclaimed name tags. We are growing, and we are grateful. So we're going to get that done. Okay. This is a great day. I work for an organization, nonprofit. I work with women in heart disease, so we are very well aware of International Women's Day, which is today. And the daily words for the day, very appropriate, are divine feminine. So I'm going to everyone, if you will take a deep breath, and I'm going to read the daily word, and then we'll have an affirmation afterwards. Today is International Women's Day, a time to celebrate women's achievements across societies and cultures. It is also a time to celebrate the divine feminine, which blesses all people, is in all of us. When I honor the divine feminine, I am recognizing God as love, compassion, and understanding, aspects that are present in every single one of us. The world is blessed by the contribution of those who embody the divine feminine in their words and actions, from steeliness of protection to the softness of comfort and nurturance. I give thanks for the girls and women in my life as I lift up and celebrate the divine feminine in its many expressions. I affirm the divine feminine awakens and expands in my heart and blesses and prospers all life. The scripture reading today comes from Proverbs 31:31, repeat number, that may be lucky. Give her a share in the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the city gates. Okay, now we're going to have the affirmation, and I'm going to say it once, and then we're going to join together and say it 3 times. And when you say it, it's easy to just read the words and say it, but think about it in your heart. Think about the divine feminine in yourself. Focus on all the gifts you've been given with those compassion and kindness and nurturing and fierce protector, which I really liked that one. The affirmation, I'll say it once, is I bless the divine feminine in myself and in others. Together, I bless the divine feminine in myself and in others. All others. I bless the divine feminine in myself and in all others. One more. I bless the divine feminine in myself and in all others. And so it is. Thank you, Unity. And we're going to have some music.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called a life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and I ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and I ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Oh yeah, I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Oh, go on, Lucy. Sing what you want to sing. Na, 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 na. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Na, 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 na. I'm the place where God shows up. Hey, 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 hey. I am the place, and you are the place, and we are the place where God shows up. Over and over again, we have to working here in this world. I'm the place where God shows up. Yeah, yeah. One last time. Na, 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na, 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 na. I'm the place. Thank you for joining in on the fun.
Thank you all. We're so blessed by our music team. So before I start my talk, I want to make a comment about the announcements that the Spirit Group thing is starting from 12 to 12:30. Whether you were in a Spirit Group or not, you're invited to be in the room listening to the conversation. If you haven't been to a Spirit Group, it'll give you an idea of the power of them and that kind of thing. And if you want to stay, if you want to continue to eat and chat and tell jokes, you know how I love jokes, I'm going to invite you to go in the lobby or outside the room so the people that are speaking can be heard and we honor their contributions to one another. Okay, so we have a slide. I'm calling this Awakening to the Presence of God. So our lives are about love and consciousness. And so another name for love and consciousness is the divine presence, right? So we're going to be thinking about that. Oh, it was up there. Oh. You got to be quick, huh? Okay. I am open to Spirit's voice. So we have to be aware of the presence of God. It's necessary to let go of the voices of our culture, voices of separation, of lack, of competition, of making it bigger and better, and turn to the voice of love, of kindness, of sharing, of supporting and encouraging, and of gentleness. On Teddy Bear Sunday, I was moved by Mark Miller, who was one of our county supervisors and came to be a guest of honor. And I saw him bring his letter up that he was going to read, but he got the vibe of this place and he felt the love and he said, I'm putting that down and I'm going to share. And he just opened up from his heart and told this beautiful story of a teddy bear of his house and how it went to college and came back home. You know, he was attending to Spirit. He was moved by Spirit, and then all of us were moved by Spirit. Slide 3. So there are no words to express the powerful presence of God. You may think I don't realize this because I spend every Sunday trying to talk about it. But the experience of God is the thing. Not talking about it, experiencing it. And what I am most interested in is you connecting to that experience while you're here. And then as you go through your week, coming back to that touchstone, to the right here, right now. The presence of God is dwelling in me, leading and guiding me. So I just continue to struggle to put words to this presence and power and how we access it in our daily lives every week. So then number 4. This is one of my favorite Butterworth quotes, which describe some ways that the presence appears and expresses. Infinite mind will put ideas into your mind, words into your mouth, creativity into your hands, boundless opportunities before you, and guiding light on your way. Amen. And next one. So finding yourself in transition. There's a book by a Unity minister named Robert Brummett, and there's one copy of it left in the bookstore that is talking about the opportunity in transition. And he says, use life changes for spiritual awakening. So when it looks like things are falling apart or falling together, that's the opportunity to continue to go into the power of the inner divine within us. Change takes us to new places where old maps are no longer sufficient. You ever been there? I've been to a spot where my GPS took me. That was not the place I typed into my GPS. So change means we haven't been down this road before. Yet we have gone through change and found blessings along the way. That's the thing to remember. That change can... I've only had one friend that said, "Oh, I love change." It's like the rest of us go, "Give me my happy little rut," right? But our lives have been one change after another in just every area. So just think, our first home was a womb, and then we got the eviction notice from there, and then we had, a little incubator or something like that in the hospital. Then we had a crib, then maybe our parents' bed, then our big girl or big boy bed, then our bed in college or whatever, then maybe a marriage bed, and then now maybe our partner is gone, and now we're in single bed. I mean, it's just change after change after change, and none of that is bad. It's adapting to the realities of our lives. Let's see. When we let go of resistance and go with courage, love goes with us, and we discover greater consciousness and a oneness in which everything is connected. Next slide. Transition is a process in our growth, just like I was talking about how our beds change, our bodies change, our living situations change, our education venues change. And so I want to refer to something Jesus said from Mark 4. He's talking about the kingdom of God, which we claim is an inner space and consciousness. And he said, "For the earth brings forth fruit of herself. First the blade, then the ear, then after that, the full corn in the ear. So too with the work that we do. The work of the sower is a work of faith. The mystery of germination and growth of the seed, we can't understand that. We can't replicate it. But we have confidence in the agencies by which God causes vegetation to flourish. And if we think of in casting seed into the ground, it might seem as if one is apparently throwing away the precious gift that might furnish bread for the family. But one is only giving up a present good for a larger return. One casts the seed into the soil, expecting to gather an abundant harvest. So we do our inner work, expecting a harvest from the seeds we sow in silence, in reading, in making gratitude lists, in joining spirit groups, in looking for the good, in serving another. It's just our growth is a constant process. Next slide. So we're going to talk about endings, the void, and new beginnings. So when you're in any part of that, those three words, we get a new understanding of God and a new relationship with God emerges. For me, that sense of God gets larger, more expansive, and more inclusive. So I think of the time in my life where I was a Presbyterian minister before I showed up here. And, I had like one foot in the door and one foot out of the door, and I wasn't sure where to put that foot, but I knew that, a church that was arguing about whether, it was okay to be gay or straight, whether you could marry gay or straight people, where the ministers, I was like, well, they got God in a box, and it's kind of a tiny box, and I don't like it, right? So I was just continuing to look for something more expansive and greater, and I Probably many people would tell you I'm an odd duck in that I got older and more liberal while a lot of people get older and more conservative. I don't know what's up with that, but that's the way it went. So back to the slide. I love this second sentence on there. God guides us through and is the very force that is bringing about the transition and the transformation. Isn't that cool? Just let that sink in. God is the very force that is bringing about the transition and the transformation, because consciousness is ever expanding. That's the job of consciousness. Ego is kind of always trying to shrink things back down. So sometimes I feel like I say, yes, I'll go down this path. And other times I feel like I'm propelled down a path and I'm saying, now, wait a minute. What is happening here? Why did this part of my body start to do that? What's up with this light flashing on my car dashboard? Or, oh my God, my dear friend has just received a diagnosis of cancer. I'm on the path, that path, not so much because I feel like I chose it, though there's some part of me that did that, but that's how life showed up. Just like, bam. Everything was kind of going smoothly, and then bam, something new, right? Next slide. An inner exodus. So difficult times allow us to let the rocks that we are experiencing become stepping stones. What we once called a tragedy, now we see as an opportunity for greater freedom, wisdom, and power, not to be feared, but to be welcomed. You know, that's that kind of attitude we have about change. You know, I said, well, I'd like to have that attitude my friend had that says, oh, I love change, but I'm going, you know, backing away and looking it over. Well, here's how we do that. We see it as an opportunity. So I want to talk about the metaphysical meaning of the Exodus. So this is the story, the Moses story, where they're leaving the bonds of slavery. They're on their way out from under the powers that be, and there are chariots and the Egyptians chasing them. And they come up to the body of water, which is the Red Sea, and it looks like a dead end because it's deep and you just can't wander right across, right? Well, then the magic happens and the Red Sea parts, and they get to the other side, and the other side is the wilderness, which doesn't look like a great place to live or very hospitable. But here's what's happening. It's the journey of human consciousness from bondage into freedom of divine spiritual awareness. It symbolizes the soul's liberation from error thinking, or we sometimes call that stinking thinking, and ignorance, moving through the wilderness of undisciplined thoughts toward a new, enlightened state of being. So enlightened, you know, you get the idea, out of the darkness of all those thoughts that keep us bound and enslaved. So according to metaphysical interpretations, the Exodus follows a template for individual growth, for a three-part transformational pattern. And let's put that slide up. And let's leave that up for a little while because I'm going to talk about all three of those. So the way out, liberation, recognizing one's spiritual heritage and affirming the power of I am to break free from self-imposed limitations. Leaving Egypt means releasing the thoughts that imprison us. The way out included that Red Sea crossing, which looked like a dead end, but instead was the way to more change and greater freedom. The Red Sea crossing symbolizes a new creation or a cleansing, a transformative experience where the lower mental states are left behind. So anytime we have water, you can imagine cleansing, right? Going through the waters of the birth of the womb, the waters of the Red Sea. It's something is happening that is allowing newness. So step 2, the way through. So this is the wilderness. The other side of the Red Sea was not a hospitable environment, a vast desert, a time of transformation in the subconscious. So wilderness would be a word you could change for subconscious, where the soul learns to trust divine guidance instead of material logic or egoic thinking. So the Israelites got there and they had to trust that the food and water would be provided in the midst of a desert. Well, we know from our own lives, when we're going through something like that, what's the first thing that happens? Lots of complaining, right? We should have stayed back where we were. You know, who's going to feed us? How are we going to have enough to... I don't see any rivers. Do you? You know, I mean, just... And Moses had to put up with all of that and keep them in a positive frame of mind. Miracles were performed, food was had, water was provided. The wilderness represents a transitional state, a period where undisciplined thoughts are released and purified. And as the story goes, these little characters, they had to walk around a long time, and a part of the generation that wasn't willing to change their way of thinking died in the process. Well, that's just the way our thoughts we have to let our thoughts die that are imprisoning us. Letting go of a slave mentality of lack thinking. And then the third way, the way in, new life and inner peace. So arriving at a state of abundance and peace, it's characterized by noticing an abundant life grounded in spirit. The promised land symbolizes a higher state of consciousness, often associated with spiritual rest, divine order, and inner peace. Okay, so let's translate this to today. So I've got a story that started in 1990. John and Stella Chan were two refugees from Cambodia that were in Seal Beach, California, and they opened a donut shop. They were very kind to their customers. Everyone loved them. But one day, Stella had a brain aneurysm, had to be rushed to the hospital, have surgery. She pulled through, but it would be a long recovery at home. So John had to decide, what was he going to do? Was he going to close up the shop and stay home to take care of Stella? Or how is this going to go? So the neighbors who cared deeply for these two said, oh, we'll do a GoFundMe, we'll do some fundraisers, you don't have to worry about the donuts, you know, and you can stay home and take care of her. And John did not want a handout. So he said, I'm going to go in like I normally do at 4:30 in the morning, make my donuts, sell them, and then I'll go home and take care of her. So that's the egoic part of us, the stubborn part that says, I'm going to do it my way. Keep your money. And so he does this. He goes in, bakes the donuts, and so the neighbors say, we got your number. So they come at 5:30 and buy all his donuts. Dozens and dozens of donuts. The thing went viral. People start coming from all over. So he's able to kind of be cleaned up and ready to go home between 7 and 8 and take care of Stella. Let's see. So John was able to keep his business, care for his wife, and watch her recover. Now that is the presence of God, wearing the clothes of community, circling around a family in need. So let's look at it in the 3-step process. So step 1, the way out. John decided to say yes to working and caring for Stella after the aneurysm. He did not say, this is impossible, I don't see how we're going to get through this, let's just roll over and die. He said, I'm choosing, I can do this. And with that, he empowered Stella to choose to do her part in her healing. So that was the way out, leaving, thoughts of this is impossible, I don't see how we can do it, to leaving that behind. Then the way through. So that's kind of the wilderness part. Day after day, going to the shop at 4:30 and going home to care for her. Now, I've been a caretaker. It's demanding work. One trusts that a power greater than one's ego is leading and guiding you. And when we feel at the end of our rope, we remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Of course, this could include asking for help and support from others. One day at a time, one step at a time. The story didn't say how many months this was, but I'm sure it was many, many months. Then the last step, step 3, the way in. New life blooms and you make it to the promised land. John and Stella return to running their shop and pouring love back into the community that took a stand for them, not just for days or weeks, but for months. So what about you and I? These spiritual principles work no matter what. No matter what age we live in, no matter what age we are, no matter what circumstances is staring us in the face. That's some pretty great news, right? So the divine plan is unfolding in and through each of us. I got a slide on that. So that's the thing to remember. We're never without the divine presence. We're never without this inner light to help us through whatever it is we're facing. The presence is here in our midst, in our hearts, in our community, in people gathering around others in service, in the stillness of a forest, in the staff in a school or a hospital. I read beautiful stories about things unfolding like that, but I had to stop because I had to keep it a certain time. So may we be on the lookout for it. May we share it generously. May we be the light that helps another see it within themselves. So the last slide. So I'm going to invite you to see it right now. But I'm going to give you some instructions, but I'm going to say start. So don't just start doing it right away until I finish. So turn to someone near you and hold their hands as you look into their eyes, saying, "You are the divine presence, powerful, beautiful, luminous. I behold the Christ in you." So 1, 2, 3, go. Let's see, I got to look at my cheat sheet. Okay. You are the divine presence. You are powerful, beautiful, luminous. I behold the Christ in you.
You are the divine presence, and I'm making this up. You are beautiful. You are filled by Spirit.
Thank you. Okay, my friends, did you get it? Did you feel the presence? Did you declare it? And so it is. We're going to have a little music before we go into our meditation.
Spirit, flow through me like a melody, ancient and brand new, for the song is you. May our people hear strains so sweet and clear. Let your joy come through for the song is you. I will be the instrument you play. Bring your sweet music to me each and every day. For what joy I know to be in the flow. Every note rings true when the song is you. Spirit flow through me. I will be the instrument you play. Bring your sweet music to me each and every day. For what joy I know to be in the flow. Every note rings true when the song is you. Every note rings true for the song is you.
So I'm going to invite you to let your body relax. Your breathing become slow and natural. As you breathe in, allow your mind to become still. As you breathe out, release any tension or distraction. Just imagine a lake where the water is just absolutely still. It's reflecting the sky, the trees, the whole scene. Become that stillness. Gently turn your awareness within. There is a quiet place within you, a sacred center where the presence of God always is. You do not need to seek it, you simply become aware of it. And we can say silently, the presence of God is here. The presence of God is within me. Let these words settle into your awareness. Feel the quiet life moving through your breath, through your heart, through your whole being. This is the divine life. This is the presence. Allow yourself to rest in this awareness. Here we go. Dive deep in. Another breath in. God is here. Just feel gratitude for this living presence, for this inner GPS that never fails. And when you are ready, gently return your attention to the room, carrying this awareness with you. And as you open your eyes, this beautiful divine presence shines forth. And we say together, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And here come our gushers. So if you have an offering, physical offering, you might hold it in your hands or in your consciousness as we say our blessing. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving. And now we have fearless.
So when Patty shared her theme for this week of awakening to the presence, there's so many great songs that I could schedule for that, but I shared some personal songs because I wrote them at a time when, well, this one in particular is called Fearless. I wrote this song at a time when I was really trying to push through uncertainty and fear and not enoughness. And so this song that I'm going to share right now actually is like my personal manifesto. I don't always show up in the world this way, but the more I sing it, the more I embody every word that I wrote here.
I was born to live life fully, to let go of regret, to walk the highway of life without a safety net, to follow something even bigger than my pride, to show up with courage even when I'm trembling inside. Think of me, and I will not be shackled by the chains of conformity. I break the mold set in the past, keep pushing till I'm free at last.
Thank you. So beautiful. So now let us bless these gifts. We're grateful for these gifts. We remember that the gift and giver are one, and we send these gifts out into the world to expand the love and joy consciousness within this community in Richmond and around the world. And let's bless it, all of us. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And then let's have our chaplains stand up. And I invite you to gather one of these wonderful lights to have a gratitude or a concern at the end of the service. And I'm going to acknowledge we had greeters at the door. We've got Safari and Marcy on duty. We have a great fellowship team working. We have Dan and Deb and our amazing music team. And we had Jody helping up front. So we're bless everybody. We're letting our children in.
Walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God. Come on, kids.
Wilma, will you open the door?
We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God. Oh, we are walking. Oh, we are walking. Oh, we are walking in the light of God. Oh, we are walking. Oh, we are walking. Oh, we are walking in the light of God.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Limari Velez. I'm the new teacher lead, and we were blessed with the presence of many kids today. We discussed the topic of awakening the presence of God. We did multi-dimensional activities. We did from handcrafts to scavenger hunts. I don't know if any of the kids want to share their experience today, but any one of you want to share something, or you're good? You want to go to the microphone?
We did a fun scavenger hunt today outside.
Yay!
During the scavenger hunt, I did like eating my stuffy. Yeah, I like eating it in the air. And when I tried it over there, it literally hit the ceiling and came back like at me. Like this.
Anything else, Janet? Anything else you want to share?
Philip wants to. He's right behind you.
We read a book.
Beautiful. I'm so happy. It was a great and lovely day. In addition to that, there are a lot of new things going on in our family and youth program. We will be sharing a little bit more details around that as we continue to progress and work together. Thank you so much, Ben and Janet and Kristen, for being here today and supporting this lovely day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So let's do our blessing. Friends, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are, and we see you doing amazing things. And please stand for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.